Hi, this is Geoff Downes of Yes and Asia, listening to Interviewing the Legend with Ray Shasho on BBS Radio TV.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of Interviewing the Legends, brought to you by the Publicity Works Agency, devoted to promoting musicians and authors worldwide. Call us today at 941-877-1552 to start your free publicity evaluation. Remember, we shine only when we make you shine. Please welcome the host of Interviewing the Legends, music journalist, author, and entrepreneur, Ray Shasho.
Hello once again, everyone. I'm your host, Ray Shasho. Welcome to another edition of Interviewing the Legends on BBS Radio TV, brought to you by the Rockstar Chronicles, Series 1, my new book featuring over 45 intimate conversations with the greatest music legends the world will ever know. It's available now at bookbaby.com and amazon.com. Asia, the multi-platinum selling English supergroup formed in London in 1981, are celebrating their 40th anniversary by releasing a 5-CD box set. The reunion albums 2007 through 2012 through BMG Records on June 11, 2021. You can pre-order at www.asiaband.link.to/reunionalbumspr. It's also going to be available on amazon.com. This 5-CD deluxe clamshell box set features the 2-CD live recording Fantasia, live in Tokyo, together with the 3 reunion studio albums, Phoenix, Omega, and XXX. Asia took the world by a storm with their debut album, globally the biggest selling album of 1982. The single Heat of the Moment, a huge soft rock anthem, reached the top 40 in over a dozen markets, peaking in the U.S. at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on the Billboard Mainstream Rock chart. The 4 original members of Asia, John Wetton, Steve Howe, Carl Palmer, and Geoff Downes, reunited to celebrate their 25th anniversary in 2006 and 2007 with a world tour. This box set features the original Asia lineup, reformed in 2006, and brings together for the first time all of Asia's essential music into one concise collection. For all things Asia, please visit www.originalasia.com. Virtuoso keyboardist, multi-instrumentalist, songwriter, and producer Geoff Downes has been legitimizing the art of great music since the inception of the Buggles with Trevor Horn in 1977. Downes' symphonic savvy has allowed him to venture in multiple musical genres while perpetrating prog rock prominence as the illustrious keyboardist for supergroups Yes and Asia. Geoff Downes is undeniably one of the hardest working musicians in the business. Please welcome keyboardist, songwriter, record producer who gained fame as a member of the new wave group The Buggles with Trevor Horn, the progressive rock band Yes, and the supergroup Asia, Geoff Downes, to Interviewing the Legends. Hello, Geoff.
Hello, that's one heck of a build-up.
Oh man, you've done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, too much probably.
I was going to ask you what you did during the lockdown, but I see you've been very, very busy.
Yeah, I mean it's been eye-opening in some respects because we've had to really adopt a different way of working. But I managed to put an album out with a songwriter called Chris Bray.
Yes.
Which we put together in lockdown. And of course we've been working on another Yes album. So it's been a lot of transferring files by the internet and that kind of thing. It's a totally different way of working from the days that we remember when we all used to get into a studio and bash out the tunes that way. But it's been interesting, and I think it's a way that a lot of people have had to adapt because of the lockdowns and everything.
Has England lifted most of the restrictions? Here in Florida, man, we can do anything we want now with no mask.
Well, you probably didn't even bother, did you? Down in Florida, you probably, hey, what the hell? We'll just get on with it, which is great. I think that we've had to be pretty cautious here, but I think from the way things are going, we've had a very, very successful inoculation process where most of the population have now been injected against the dreaded virus. So I think that we're a little bit ahead of the rest of Europe in that respect.
That's good, yeah, because I think Germany had a really hard time. I got a nephew that's living in Germany, and I know it's been rough there.
Yeah, it's still tough in some European countries, but as I say, we had our own vaccine that we was put together by the scientists at the Oxford University here, so we were a little bit ahead of the game in terms of that respect. But I think it's been a tough time for everyone all over the world. I don't think anybody anticipated what was going to happen, and certainly it's been the music business has taken a big hit, certainly in terms of live work. So hopefully we'll be all working our way back to normality in the coming months, and the next year, hopefully.
Well, the 5 CD deluxe clamshell box set, which it's incredible, an incredible package. Talk about this and how you guys got this released.
Well, I think that there's another thing that happened in the lockdown is that people started looking at revisiting catalog items and putting stuff together, remixing stuff and all that kind of thing. And I think it was really came about because of the fact that we made these albums, and they were never came out as a package. It was always one album after the other, and to sit back and put these into one, under one umbrella has been a great achievement, I think, and we're all really proud of the way it's gone. And it features a new Roger Dean sleeve, and it's a really nice package. I think that people will see what Asia was about second time round. I think the first one is obviously very well documented with the success, as you mentioned, of the first album, and certainly the second and third were also very well received. So it was business, back to business really for Asia back in 2006 when the four of us sat down in a room together and said, look, we didn't really give it a proper shot back then. Maybe we should give it another try, and everyone was available to do it, and it started from there and snowballed from that point, really.
Yeah, besides being a huge Geoff Downes fan, I was, a huge John Wetton fan. One of my favorite albums has always been the Red Album from King Crimson. He has such a great voice, and
wonderful. And sadly missed John, particularly I think from my standpoint, because we had such a strong writing partnership together.
Yes.
And I think that was the thing that really manifested itself on the reunion albums, was that John and I really got back together and found our old writing partnership was rekindled, and it was a great time for both of us, I think, that we could do that. And of course, when he sadly passed away 4 years ago now, it was a big blow to me, really, because we'd really got our writing side of things back together again, really at full steam ahead. So but what a voice, an incredible voice. And I think that on this box set, you really do hear the great John Wetton at his finest, and certainly I'm very proud of the stuff that we did together.
And later on, you had another John in the band, which I've had on the show, John Payne. He's a great guy as well. Yeah, he did a good job filling in.
Yeah, I think that we've always had great musicians with Asia, and I think that when we got to the point of doing the reunion, it was really like a calling for all of us to get back with the original lineup, and we stayed together with that lineup for probably 6 or 7 years, longer than we did in the first time. So it's almost like we went full circle in a way.
Well, in 2019, yes, and teamed up on the bill. You had John Lodge of the Moody Blues. You had Carl Palmer, which was an incredible summer tour. Who could not go to that show? I mean, that's
well, yeah, the Royal Affair tour. That was a fantastic tour, and great musicianship with obviously with Yes and Asia. With Asia, of course, we had Ron Footall come in, and he did a fantastic job playing guitar and doing the lead vocals. And Billy Sherwood from Yes came in and he played bass. So it was, Carl was there, of course. So it was really a great tour. I think that we really found that tour to be very, very rewarding, and it's something that I think we'd all like to do again because that was a great package. And sadly, we got cut off really far too soon when we should have really hoped to get back out of there again.
Yeah, and Steve Howe, he joined the band for a little bit too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Steve came on, and so it was nice for him to come back in. He left in about 2013 or 2014, but for him to come back in was great, and it just showed, I think, that there was still appreciation for Asia's music. There was still as much as we were going out there was a tribute to John as well, and it was just a great time. And I think that the music of Asia is something that is not gone away. I think that even today you'll still hear at the moment "The Only Time Will Tell" and "Don't Cry" on the radio and that kind of stuff. So it's something that's been in my blood from the beginning, really, for 40 years, and I'm very happy to hopefully continue with it and do some stuff when it's the 40th anniversary next year of the debut album.
Well, there's not many people that can say they belong to about 3 super bands like you, and the other one, of course, is Downes Braid Association, which you were mentioning to me earlier about the latest album that just came out. How do you pronounce it? Is that Halcyon Hymns? Halcyon Hymns. Yeah, I listened to that.
It's incredible. A reflection. I think that the lockdown definitely did affect all of us in different ways, and it was an outpouring in many ways we'd all been pent up, we couldn't go out and that sort of stuff, and then I sent some ideas over to Chris and he started to develop them, and it was great that we actually got something positive, I think, out of all of the mayhem that we've been through over the last 18 months or so.
Well, "Holding the Heavens" has got to be one of my favorite tunes. It's a great song. I love it.
That's great. I'm glad you like it, because I think there's an optimism there, and I think a lot of people, we need to have that. We need to have some positivity with what's going on, and see that light at the end of the tunnel. See us being able to to get back to not necessarily where we were before, but to see that we've got a positive outlook. And I think the album tries to reflect that as much as anything, that we have got that sense of through music we can send out positive vibes and that sort of thing.
Well, the listeners need to go on YouTube. You got a few cuts of the album on there. "Love Among the Ruins" is a official lyric video. They can start there, I guess. But the album, I guess it was released in February of this year.
Yeah, it came out in February. Yeah.
And there's actually a CD and a DVD that's out.
No, we haven't really got the chance to do any video or anything like that. We did a show last year actually in the UK, and that was just shortly before the lockdown. We would hope to do more, but it just effectively stopped the whole of the touring industry dead. And we had a Yes tour plan, which we've had to postpone till next year. And so it's been the live, as I said before, the live thing has been really taking a big hit, and I think that that will be something that as much as you want to make music in mates and enjoying what you're doing.
Yeah, we're all starving for live music. Actually, here in Florida, we're open again. So if you want to start the tour in Florida for Yes, that's fine with us.
Well, it'd be nice. Yeah, I mean, it's always a good place to start. I think we've started there quite a few times. And,
exactly.
It's always a nice place to start up and finish up sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Some of the songs on the album from Downes Braid I want to mention as well. Remembrance is another great song. King of the Sunset. And again, I want to remind, Love Among the Ruins is an official video, and it's incredible. So also,
yeah, well, I think we got some great players on there.
Yeah.
Having some of the albums we've done before, it's been more based around just really crisp myself and rhythm boxes and that sort of stuff. But to have the real players on this album is real bonus. And of course, we had Mark Alban featured on one track as well, which was great. And it makes for a really great album, I think.
Not only that, but you did a tribute album to Pink Floyd, which I love. And you were on Shine On You Crazy Diamond. I guess it was Jeff Tate singing. Steve Hackett was on there. Billy Sheehan, Mel Collins. And I think Ian Pace was also on that track as well. And it's incredible.
Yeah.
You did a great job.
Yeah, it was really fun to do that. I think that they do those albums really well, Cleopatra. I think that they really put players together who they think are going to make it interesting. And certainly, with the three Yes keyboard players being on that album, I think it's a great interest to not just Pink Floyd fans or whoever likes that, but certainly to all the bands that people have been in before coming together to make an album like that. I think it's terrific.
I had Jeff Tate on the show. He's my age. We're about the same age, and I was surprised how well he covered that song. He did a good job.
Yeah, he did a great job on it. I think that if you speak to him again, tell him I appreciate that. I mean, there's some great musicians on there. Some unusual choices like Rat Scabies. I mean, you wouldn't have thought he would be the first choice for someone to come and play on a Pink Floyd album, but being from the Boomtown Rats background. But,
exactly.
Having said that, I think that it's nice that it is diverse. It's for people from a lot of diverse backgrounds.
Jeff, do you have another interview after this one?
I've got one shortly coming in about 5 minutes.
Okay. I know we only had like 20, 25 minutes or so. That's what Bruce told me, yeah.
That's okay.
Okay. You and Trevor, man, you guys have known each other forever. And what I understand, you guys first met with a disco star, Tina Charles. You were trying to get a gig, I guess, with Tina Charles, right?
That's right, yeah. When you used to try and get work as a musician in London, I'm going back, when I first moved there.
Right.
From music college, it was really tough because you had to. One of the few places you could apply your trade was in Melody Maker when the Musicians Wanted column, which was always if anyone was looking for a gig, that's where you go. And I think that I looked up there one time and in one issue, and I saw that it was a chart act looking for a keyboard player. Mm-hmm. So I thought, okay, well, I'll give this one a try. And of course, it turned out that it was Trevor who was putting together a band for Tina Charles, who'd had a big disco hit the year before.
Right.
And so she was wanting to go on the road and tour it, and Trevor had the job of putting together a band. So that was how I met Trevor, and he gave me the job as keyboard player. And from that point on, we worked very, very closely for quite some time.
Yeah, Tina Charles, I think her big hit was I Love to Love, but My Baby Loves to Dance. So I think it was 1976.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was really the kind of music that you could get work if you were a session musician like I was and Trevor. Those were the areas that we were, you could actually get work at. So session musicians were often directed to do a lot of disco music, which was the style at the time. There was a lot of disco music around in the mid-70s. So that was one area that there was plenty of work for session musicians.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic that you and Trevor ended up in Yes, in Prague, after all that. That's kind of
neat. Yeah, from those beginnings, it was strange. But I think Trev was a big fan of Yes as well, as I was, and I think that I'd had a classical music education as well, so it was not that far removed. I think the fact that we ended up in the Buggles was more to do with the fact that we were pushed together, from that environment. But having said that, I think it was nice to be able to open up and do something in such a big scale as this big, and Yes.
Well, video killed the radio star, but the radio star's coming back.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think you got it.
I'm making it happen all over again.
Yeah, it's good for you. Keep on trucking.
Geoff, here's your final question real quick. If you had a Field of Dreams wish like the movie, if you wanted to perform, collaborate with anyone from the past or present, who would that be?
Probably Sting, something like that.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
bass players. I mean, I think I've always been involved with bass players.
Right.
Trevor was a bass player. Chris Squire, John Wetton, Greg Lake, Glenn Hughes. Mm-hmm. These guys are bass players. I don't know why, but I always seem to end up working with bass players. So it would be natural for me to look for another bass player to work with, to be honest.
Yeah. Put in there John Paul Jones as well.
There you go. Yeah, give him a call.
Yeah, I'll do that. I met him once.
Oh, okay.
Geoff, thank you so much, man, for being on the show today. It's great to talk to you again.
Yeah, great to talk to you too, Ryan. Thanks very much, and continue to enjoy your Florida sun.
Yep, we hope to see you in Florida again very, very soon, man.
Brilliant. I look forward to it, man.
All right, Geoff, take care.
Cheers, man. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Purchase Asia, the reunion albums, 2007 through 2012. Original Asia celebrate their 40th anniversary with the release of the reunion albums. A 5-CD box set out through BMG UK on June 11th, featuring Fantasia, Live in Tokyo, Phoenix, Omega, and XXX. And you can pre-order it now at www.asiaband.link.2/reunion albums PR, also on Amazon.com. For more information about Geoff Downes, also of Asia and Yes, you can visit www.geoffdownes.com, www.facebook.com/jeffrey.downes.official. Jeffrey's also on Twitter. For Asia, www.originalasia.com, and for Yes, www.yesworld.com. Very special thanks today to Bruce Pilato of Pilato Entertainment, Marketing and Media LLC, and of course, the dynamic duo of Doug and Don Newsom of BBS Radio for making the magic happen for each and every broadcast of Interviewing the Legends. If you have comments, suggestions for the show, or you would like to sponsor Interviewing the Legends, contact me at interviewingthelegends@gmail.com. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Interviewing the Legends with Ray Shasho, for the very latest interviews. And guess what? It's real news. My new book is out, entitled The Rockstar Chronicles. Please buy that. It's Series 1. I'm starting to work on Series 2 now. Chronicles truths, confessions, and wisdom from the music legends that set us all free. You can order yours today on the collector's edition hardcover or via ebook at bookbaby.com and amazon.com. It features over 45 intimate conversations with some of the greatest rock legends the world will ever know. It was reviewed by Literary Titan, and they gave us 5 stars. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Keep listening. We'll see you next time. We got a bunch of great legendary music artists coming up in the future. We got John Hall from Orleans, Tommy Rowe, the great Tommy Rowe, legendary hit maker of the 60s. Of course, Geoff Downes of Yes and Asia. And the list just keeps on going. So tune in every Tuesday at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Interviewing the Legends with Ray Shasho. Peace. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to Interviewing the Legends. Brought to you by the Publicity Works Agency. Call 941-877-1552 or visit us at publicityworksagency.com, specializing in author and music artist publicity plans. We shine when we make you shine. Tune in to Interviewing the Legends every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Time on PBS Radio, Station 1.